All right, I want to make a little video here about um, replacing these SMD LEDs. Um, this is on one of Natalie the Nerd's boards, but it'll be the same basic concept as for like the ones in here in this SP. If you get one of those boards that I showed you in I think my last video, it's the same basic thing. So basically what you want to do, if all you have is a soldering iron and like tweezers or needle nose pliers, basically what I do is I just kind of grab onto the LED and then one side at a time I sort of desolder it. So I put a little pressure on it there and put solder on one, or put heat on one side, and then I try and do the same thing on the other side. You kind of or you can just kind of press it in one direction and kind of slide it off a little bit. And there we go. Sometimes they'll just slide off like that. You got to be a bit careful because you may end up removing the solder pads. If that does happen, though, it is possible to continue using it. You may just have to scrape away and use some of the traces that are there. So there we go. I got that tiny little LED off of there. Let's see if I can focus on that. See that? Look how tiny that is. It's incredibly small. Yeah. But as you can see on here, there is one side that has some green on it, or if you look on the bottom, there's a little arrow, and that's essentially the direction the electricity is flowing, is how you can think about it. So this will be the positive side, and this will be the negative side. So let me get my LEDs that I'm using to replace it with. And when you buy them, they're probably going to come in something looking like this. Looks kind of like a film strip. And what I just do with these is I'll get some clippers or something and just clip off one of them, and then it goes flying and I can't find it. There it is. So there it is. It's packaged in there. Get that one out. And these needle nose pliers, or these tweezers, are really good for getting these out and not losing them. Kind of grab the plastic to. You got to be really careful because they're really easy to lose because of how tiny they are. All right. Okay. Put that out there. Okay, so on this one, you can see it's not an arrow. If you can see that, let me see if I can focus it. It's not an arrow on the bottom, it's sort of a T shape or something like that, but you can see on the other side, you can still see the green on the top, and that's going to indicate, that'll be the same as the green on this side, I believe. On these, I can see that they have green on the left side, so I'm going to make sure I put the little green part on the left side on here as well with this other one. So let me actually put a little bit of solder on that pad there. It has a little bit already, but make sure there's enough. Okay, and now what we can do, oh, that's the old LED. Here we go, here's the new one. So what I like to do, and what I learned from, oh, it just fell through the screw hole. What I learned from Esoteric Mods on these little surface mount components is you basically want to do one side first. So you hold it on there right about where you want it to be, and then you just do one side, and then it should be connected on that side, and then you kind of push down on the component, or the LED in this case, and do the other side, and it'll kind of fall into place there, and you can see that kind of bent the PCB a little bit, and so you can just do the other side again and do the same thing, kind of push down and just do that maybe a couple of times on both sides just to get it fully on there. So there we go, I got it soldered on. So now let me reattach the battery, since this is a rechargeable battery. Just solder it back on here. With these LED kits, it's probably a good idea to either do a rechargeable battery or get the voltage regulator from Natalie the Nerd. She has those available, I believe, on her site. Because otherwise you might not be getting enough power to the Game Boy itself, because it might draw too much. Okay, so let's turn it on, and there we go. We got a pink LED there. And yeah, so that's basically all you need to do to get the these surface mount LEDs swapped out. So yeah, let me just show you what I'm doing here. I'll go ahead and swap out the rest of these that I'm going to swap, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end, just so you can see that. All right, so I got all the LEDs swapped out that I wanted to swap out. You can see I got the B button select, and then there's two LEDs here. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, just because it's like blown out, but let's see if I can get close enough there. There we go, now you can see it. Kind of wanted to do a blue and pink thing there, but yeah, you can see you can customize it a bit if you get one that you thought you wanted, or you can customize it just specific colors that you wanted, something like that. I don't know. Figured I'd just share this so you can, if you wanted to try something like that. So, all right, hope that helps.